Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make your own mortar racks using the tubes that come out of a lot of the kits, such as the world-class Excalibur or the cutting-edge Sniper mortar kits. These are the HDPE tubes, high density polyethylene, that come with them, and I'm going to show you how to take all these and start to put them into basically professional type racks. The first thing we're going to do is take off the bottom sleeve. That sleeve is actually just pressed on there, and it will slide off with a couple solid hits when we turn it over, like this. Sleeve is off. The next thing we want to do is we're just going to take a Sawzall and cut off the square part of the base. We're just going to put this in a vise, and then we're going to take our Sawzall and we're just going to cut straight down this and cut this base off. You'll see that this base is actually very, very thin, and probably it would hold up for multiple shoots, but I don't know how long I'd use it. Plus our end result is to put these into a 10 or 12 shot rack, and so obviously those bases are going to be in the way. So the base has got to go, and then we're going to show how to plug them. Now you might be wondering, hey, why are you slamming it on the ground? With high density polyethylene, you really don't have to worry at all about banging these up or anything. It's certainly not going to impact it in any way, shape, or form. Alright, so now I got it in the vise. My particular vise has a pipe holder on the bottom, so I basically just rotated it 180 degrees to get into the pipe holding section. Now what I'm going to do is just take the Sawzall, and we're just going to run right along the base here and cut it off. Here we go. That's it. Alright, so you might see that there's going to be a little flashing or debris around the outside. That's easily corrected just by taking a little sanding pad, take it off there, or if you have a little file or whatever else. It's not critical, but it's certainly not a bad idea to kind of keep things clean. Anything that you can keep from potentially scratching your fuse or cutting into any of your match or even the shell casing, that's a good idea to kind of keep that nice and clean. So that's good enough. There's really not a whole lot more that needs to be done with that. Alright, so now what we're going to get ready to do is we're going to plug the tubes with some wooden plugs. I got a whole box of plugs dirt cheap from a company called Midwest Wood Specialties. You can find them online, and I'll have this noted down in the comments section. But you buy the plugs. They're already beveled for easier insertion into the tubes, and you can get a whole box. I think I got 120 of them for, they're probably I think 31 or 33 cents each. Don't quote me on it. It's on the website. Real good company to work with, no problems, and my understanding is that all the professional companies that use wooden plugs get their plugs from them. So check them out. I recommend them. Alright, now the one interesting thing about these tubes is that the inner diameter of the top of the tube is actually a little bit wider than the bottom diameter. And I checked and I tried, and these plugs are just not going to go into the bottom easily enough. So, not a problem. We're going to turn them upside down, and we're going to put the plugs into the top of the tube. Alright, what we're going to do now is we're just going to pound these into the tubes. You want to get yourself a hammer that's got a pretty solid sized head. This is probably a 2-pound hammer. Old school, but it works. It's going to fit right on there. So we're just going to give them a couple love taps to get it started, and then flush with the bottom. We're good to go. at least for this part. Next up on our to-do list is I got myself a drill, a hammer, and some 4D 1.5 inch finishing nails. The drill bit I'm using is a 1/16, and that's going to be to put pilot holes into the tube and into the plug. So it's real simple. We're just going to put a pilot hole here. There, I'm going to turn it over, about 180 or so. Put another pilot hole. I don't usually go directly across. I'll usually offset it a little bit. Keep in mind the plug goes up to about here, so we got plenty of space. Alright, we got our pilot hole. Take our finishing nails or whatever. Now some people go 3. You know, they'll go three nails, or a lot of times you'll see them stapled in there. Since I'm using nails, I'm just going 2 on either side, a little bit offset, and that's pretty much it. You've now got yourself a plugged tube that's just as good as what you'll buy from any professional or retail outlet. And the best part is you already paid for the stuff with the kits that you bought. And then just as proof as everything works as it should, these are sniper shells from Cutting Edge. I suspect they're probably the same manufacturing place in China, since the script and the font is everything here is the same as the Excalibur, same plastic cap, same everything. So if I put this up next to my Excaliburs, that looks exactly the same. So more than likely from the same place in China. But you can see here, slides on down, no problems. Same thing there.